Senate, Amason Kingi gave a schedule in which all sides are supposed to do their submission and to file their responses, I believe, by Monday, 5 p.m. And on Wednesday and Thursday is when we are going to have these hearings in the Senate, impeachment hearings, the hearing. And therefore, I expect it is on Friday that the voting will take place. Now, that being the case, the issue, obviously, he said he is not resigning, which is a good decision. Therefore, he has to prepare his responses and appear before the Senate. Now, before the Senate sits like a court. In fact, that's a major difference. You see, at the National Assembly, it was just to the confirmation of charges, that the charges are read against you, and you are able to be given a chance to defend yourself before voting takes place. You could be able to see what actually preceded the debate that preceded his defense was clear of a gang that had taken up its mind that whatever it is that he was going to say, nobody was prepared to be persuaded otherwise. That was very clear. And therefore, that's why I was saying that the members of parliament have just turned out to be what Philip Ochieng, you remember the veteran journalist,
right,
effectively described the MPs for the 5th parliament as presidential sheep. You are having a situations whereby the National Assembly of the 13th parliament are basically some kind of presidential sheep who would do anything that the president orders them to do. You remember, like with the finance bill of 2024, they vote against the will of their people. Then the president says, oh, what kind of thing is this that you passed? Now go the other way. Okay?
What about...
And so that you order, where they are the kind of people, when you are told, jump, the only thing they can ask is how high.
But
so
back to the deputy president.
Precisely.
What legal options has he got right now?
Precisely. And I'm saying he's to defend himself. There will be a trial before the Senate, and I'm sure he's well prepared. And this trial is what I was saying. The Senate is supposed to be a court, but it is a court run by laymen, like you hear the case. For example, now at the Senate, when you are told that there was corruption charges, or there was, with regard to treetop, and with regard to the other hotel,
the outspan and so on. Yeah.
Precisely, the outspan, you would actually have to listen. If there is a 600 million that is involved, one, it's not a crime to have 600 million on the face of it. The crime would actually be that you can be able to link 600 million to a corruption scandal or to money laundering, anything of this kind. These were on the basis of the book. That document that we saw, there is nothing linking to it. So the Senate, one by one, you would have to say, have you found anything that would amount that 600 million is stolen money? At the National Assembly, they could get away with saying that he bought treetops.
So the threshold is higher?
No, the responsibility is higher, as in you will have to say, because there must be a report. You will have actually to say, we made this finding. You know, like a judgment. There will be what is, the verdict would be what is effectively like they do it in court. That before they say, I have your money, there must be proof, if I'm a judge, that I made a finding because of this reason, that that the charge has been proven. So you have my money.
we can actually expect a much more robust interrogation of the charges.
Precisely.
And we can also expect a much more robust defense from the deputy president. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. The defense and the charges are not going to change considerably, because they've already been tabled.
Fair enough.
Yes.
From where you sit,
yes,
what can Kenyans expect out of that process?